Hello everybody, and welcome back to No Man's Land. Today I'm going to be talking about the two kind of pieces of controversy that have come up in the No Man's Sky community over the last couple days. So the first is the whole identical planet controversy. So what a lot of people have been seeing is in this one picture right here, that's on screen right now. A lot of people have noticed that the two planets, or the planet and its moon, look very similar, and they look almost identical, like the same planet. Actually, they look pretty much the same except for their size. Also, that their cloud patterns, the cloud texture, looks exactly the same. Well, first off, it could be kind of a cool thing that there could be, sister planets that look exactly the same, because remember, this is a science fiction game and not a completely realistic game. It's not a science game, but for some people that might not satisfy them. They might not want that in the game. So if it is in the game, it's too bad. It's something that the people that the Hello Games decided to put in. But also, what we have to keep in mind is it's a demo version. It was confirmed that the event at Japan was running on a demo version. So it could be something that already was changed in the final version of the game. We can't really make any assumptions about the final game that's releasing in a couple weeks on the demo version, that who knows when they built it. And also, you have to look at the distance between the player and the planets, because it's really hard to see detail at that distance, and they're both kind of ocean planets. So say both planets are 80% water. From far away, it would be really hard to see the detail in the land, the islands that are in that water. Two Earth-like planets from very far away probably would look very, very similar. And when you get closer to them, then you might be able to see more of the detail and more of the differences. If you were flying kind of in between the two planets, if you look to the right and look to the left, the planets you saw would be very different, because the land masses on the ground would be very different. Also, it's important to note that this is something that's very easy for them to fix, especially the cloud issue. In an update or a patch, this is the kind of thing that they could fix pretty easily by making it might be a little harder to make the render distance longer, but especially for the clouds, they could probably add in a couple more cloud textures, and they might even be able to make it so that planets close to each other don't have the same cloud textures, so you really wouldn't notice it. Also, this is very nitpicky, people taking one screenshot. I don't think that's something you're really going to be noticing while you play the game, or it's something you notice while you watch someone else play the game. For the second controversy here, we saw that a lot of people on the subreddit and in comments on YouTube videos have been talking a lot about spoilers, and if screenshots from this Japan event are considered spoilers. So I think you gotta kind of think about how the images that people are showing you are similar to something you might find in a trailer. Since the trailers are very expansive and they kind of just are giving you a glimpse of everything that you might see in the game, then it's kind of hard to differentiate from screenshots that people take from their gameplay and what Hello Games puts in the trailer, although the stuff that Hello Games puts in the trailer is much more heavily curated. So the other option is just, if you see a post that you think could be a spoiler post, don't click on it, don't read the comment, scroll past it. If you really don't want to see it and scrolling past it's not enough, then you might want to leave the Reddit, or what people are calling go dark. You might want to stop going to the comment section on No Man's Sky videos. Also, don't announce that you're leaving, that you're going dark, because that just is a waste of everyone's time to see those posts or those comments, because nobody really wants to read about why you are leaving the Reddit. Also, from the other side of the argument, if you're posting something that some people might think is a spoiler post, then don't put the spoiler in the title. If you're posting, that there's a new species, everybody knows that there's multiple, if there's a new race of enemies, everybody knows that there's multiple races of the NPCs, but just don't say their name, or don't describe them in the in the title of the post so that people who are just scrolling through don't get that spoiled for them. Also, if you think what you're posting could be a spoiler to some people, put spoiler in the title, or put potential spoiler, just so that people won't click on it by accident. Also, the final thing, if you are posting an image that some people might think is a spoiler, do a text post and maybe put a little description and then link the image, as opposed to doing an image post, because an image post, if you're on mobile or if you have settings a certain way in the browser version, then you might, while you're scrolling through your feed, see the image full size as opposed to a small little version of it, and that could potentially be a spoiler for someone. That's probably the worst potential for someone to just accidentally stumble across a spoiler. Guys, if you disagree or if you agree, tell me down in the comments below, and I want to hear your guys' thoughts. I want to hear what other people think about these issues, but try to keep it civil. Thanks for watching, and keep exploring.